Hey guys, it's your girl Nida. Welcome back to my channel. And today I got for y'all a little story time. But the story time is a little different. This story time will be a collab with my girl, RainbowUnicornQueen. So make sure you go and check out her video. I will leave the link below. If you would like to see my story time and listen to what I got to say, then stay tuned. So, this story time is high school themed. Her video is also going to be high school themed. So, make sure after you watch mine or before you watch mine, you slide on over to her channel and watch her video. I don't know what this was, but I'm doing it. Anyways, so we both decided to do high school stories, and this story isn't going to be an embarrassing moment story because I really didn't have any embarrassing moments in high school. Not really. Like high school was so like I liked high school. And I mean, every day wasn't perfect and sunshine and roses, but I wasn't slipping in the cafeteria and spilling spaghetti all over myself. I wasn't forgetting to come to school in shoes or something, you know. Nothing super like interesting like that happened to me in high school. Like, I didn't Betty Spaghetti high school. Like, you know, like that. It just, I'm sorry, I wasn't Lizzie McGuiring it in high school. So, yeah. But this story is about how I got cheated on in high school. Yeah, that's pretty much the only time I got cheated on was in high school. I was dating this guy from my freshman year of high school up until maybe like my junior year of college. Yeah, we were together for about 6 years, and I'll be really honest with you, it was not that great. It wasn't that great. He was not a very good boyfriend. Nah, like I had friends who had shitty boyfriends, and I would be constantly being like, oh my god, you need to like leave your boyfriend, he's an ass. And then there'd be me who wasn't taking their own advice, and I was staying with a crappy boyfriend. So it was sophomore year, and I had a bunch of crap going on. Like, I ended up in a chorus class with this chick that used to bully me from 7th grade. Our chorus teacher ended up like leaving us in like the beginning of the school year out of nowhere. We went through like several other chorus teachers that just didn't fit, and we found one who stuck around, and she was a good teacher, but she just wanted too hard for like the certain girls in the class to like her. And it was just the wrong group of girls, like dead ass. And among those girls was that bitch who used to bully me back in like 7th grade. So, yeah. It was just bad. It was just bad times. Like, that class was bad times. And I had it at like 3rd period. It was just not fun. I hated it. I hated it so much. So, my boyfriend at the time, things were just not going well with us. Like, at all. He was really possessive. Like, if I got home, I didn't call him or something, or if I had to go do something, or he called me and I didn't call him back right away, he would get really like defensive about it, really angry, and he'd be like, oh, what are you doing? And just talking to my mom, like, shit, nigga, damn. You know, he was just very like browbeating me that like he wasn't beating me for like legitimately, but he was just always on my ass, like just keeping tabs on me. And let me tell you something, if you got a man in your life who's constantly trying to keep tabs on you, constantly trying to find out what you're doing or where you're going or who you're going to be with all the time, and they're really defensive about it, you need to leave him, because he's not doing that because he loves you. He's doing that shit because he's being an ass and he's being controlling. So yeah, dead that shit. If I had a better mind than if I had really like thought about it back then, like if I for real was like who I am today, I would have for real been like, nah, nigga, bye. I ain't sorry. Like, you know, like, yeah, when you're young and you're dumb, pretty much. So, he was just being a real jackass, and I pretty much just kept sweeping it around under the rug, and I kept being like, oh, you know, it's no big deal. You know, he's got issues sometimes. You know, he was cheated on before. He just making sure that I'm not gonna do that to him. I just gotta prove that I'm not like those girls. Oh my god. So, he started hanging around with this girl at our school. I don't even remember her name now, but I do remember that she had really bad skin, and she liked to put quarters in her mouth. Ew. Yeah. So he started hanging around with her, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, like, she writes me notes, and, like, she thinks I'm cute, and, like, she wants to talk to me and whatever. And I'm like, so what do you tell her, like, you got a girlfriend, right? Yeah. That would be his response. Yeah. Why is that yeah sound so weak? Do you need some milk? Like, what? Like, nigga, you need to be like, bitch, I got a girl. You better back up. Like, that's what I needed. I needed for him to be very aggressive about him having a girlfriend, and he just wasn't. So she would do these little things when, like, she'd see him. She'd be like, oh my God, give me a hug. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. You want a hug, bitch, but you don't got to throw your titties at the man, too. And then, like, she started, like, being slick around me. You know, she'd be blowing the kisses and whatever. And then one day after school, like, she was over there, she called me a bitch. She was over there walking past, and I was standing there looking at the two of them, and she just all up on him. And I walked over, and she just looked at me and was like, I'll see you tomorrow, bitch. And I nearly lost it. YouTube. I nearly lost my goddamn mind. And to be honest with you, when I think about it now, that should have been my cue. I mean, there were many cues, but that should have been like a big hella red flag. That should have been like a super, like, he didn't even tell her, yo, you need to chill, that's my girl, none of that. Like, that should have been a super duper red flag for me to get the hell gone, cut my losses, just you a bummy nigga, so I need to cut it. Like, that's what should have happened, but it didn't. And I honestly, to this day, do not even understand what the hell I was thinking back then. Like, I really don't. Like, there's nothing, like, I wasn't being me. And that's the crazy part. I wasn't being me. And I guess along the way in the relationship I had with him, I just stopped loving me more than I loved him. And you should never, ever do that. Never, ever do that in a relationship. Never stop loving yourself more than, you know, you love this other person. Because this other person could just be up and gone at any point in time. And it is still going to be you, yourself, and you. You know, like, it's always going to be you. That's what it is. When you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, it's you. When you go to bed at night, it's you. I'm for real. Like, do not get so caught up in somebody that you lose sight of your love for yourself. Like, that's a no-no. That's a hell no. No. So, I kept thinking, like, you know, I talked to him about it. I'd be like, hey, you need to tell your friend that she need to back up. You know, like, he had the biggest issue with my best friend, Akeem. The biggest issue. When Akeem was like, bruh, it's okay. Like, this was sophomore, it was junior. I'm sorry. Just had a thought. Like, he would be like, yo, it's cool. You know, I'm not out here trying to steal your girlfriend. Like, you fine. You're good. And Max just wasn't hearing it. Just blinders to everything. I don't know how. So, he then turned around and was like, oh, I think we should go on a break. And I'm like, okay, we go on a break. And needless to say, I'm pretty miserable throughout this whole break because I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't get it. What did I do wrong? I didn't do nothing. I should have cut it and run. That's what I should have damn did. So we go on this break, and not too long later, it's probably like a week. Like, it seems like he waited until, like, I got comfortable. Because at some point during the break, I got super comfortable with just not being around him and not talking to him all the time. Like, I just got very, like, well, fuck it, you know, like, I'm gonna enjoy doing me. Like, I'm gonna enjoy eating lunch with my friends. I'm gonna enjoy doing whatever it is I want to do. Like, instead of sitting around and talking to you all the time, I'm going to enjoy not being with you. And once he peeped that I was enjoying it, that's all of a sudden he wanted to reel me back in. He wanted to reel me back in, talk about some breaks over. Okay, cool. So, needless to say, the next day, after he decides our break is over, I'm in chorus talking to my friend Nida. And she's like, yo, I don't know how to tell you this. And I was like, what's up? And she's like, I saw, like, your dude, like, kissing. I'm gonna say that girl's name is Megan. I don't, it might have been Megan. Oh shit, her name was Megan. Oh. I'm sorry. Saw him kissing Megan, and I'm like, say what? You did? When was this? Yesterday. Oh, it was yesterday. You don't say. So, later in the day, I'm in science class, and I haven't seen him yet. And I'm talking to another friend of mine and her boyfriend, and they're like, yeah, we saw your boyfriend like making out with her like 2 days ago too. Oh, you don't say. You did. Okay. So needless to say, when I see my boyfriend, I'm like, so I heard some interesting news today. Oh, what did you hear? I heard that you were making out with this girl this week a couple times. So is this what this break was for? So you can go make out with her and not feel necessarily guilty about what it is that you're doing? Like, for real, that man was like you didn't just hear what I said. Like you ain't just comprehend what the hell I just said to you. YouTube, I should have cut it and run. I'm so serious. I should have cut it and ran, because I just was like, seriously? And then at first I was like, oh, we were on a break, you know, it's okay. And then I found out that he was doing this before the break. And I was like, oh, you ain't shit. You ain't ain't shit of ain't shit. And I just couldn't. I don't know. Like, I was just so angry, and I wanted to fight, and I wanted to fight that girl, and oh my gosh, it was a wreck. It was an absolute wreck. And I don't know what happened. I guess I just at some point was like, I mean, I shouldn't even fight this heifer. Like, this dumbass is just going along with his dumbass, and two dumbasses in a pod, basically. And then me, I'm a dumbass, because I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna say, you know what? It's fine. You know, we'll get past it. I know you've had a rough time. Like, let me tell you something. I was too understanding in high school. And yeah, that couldn't happen to me now. Like, Devontae couldn't pull some shit like that. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. That would be me in a heartbeat. Boy, bye. Nigga, nah. Like, I hit that nigga with the I ain't sorry so freaking quick, it would not even be funny. It wouldn't be funny. And me and Devontae have been together for 4 years. Like, I'm so serious. At this point in time in my life, I've learned so much from that shitty ass relationship I was in before that I'm like, no. Hell no. You can take that shit on someplace, because I'm not here for it at all. I'm not here for it. Not one bit. Bye. Boy, bye. But yeah, but unfortunately in high school, I did not learn my lesson. The only thing I learned was that, oh, I gotta do better. I gotta do more, so that way he won't want to do this again. And that was probably one of the lowest points I ever had in our relationship. Needless to say, a couple months later, that bummy ass nigga went and broke up with me. Came back from a basketball game with some friends. I was talking to him on the phone about the game, and he was like, I think we should see other people. Or no. Actually, he didn't even say, I think we should see other people. He essentially said that he should see other people and that I should just be here. Like, I'll just be here. Yeah. He wanted to see other people, but he also wanted to hold my hand. He wanted to see other people, but he also wanted to act like he was still my boyfriend. I'm telling you, y'all, bummy ass niggas are gonna come around at probably the weakest time, the point in your life when you're the weakest. That's what I've learned. And you're not gonna have the strength. You're not even gonna know how to deal with it, you know? And I didn't at the time. I didn't know how to deal with that. I didn't know what to do, you know? I should have, so seriously, like, I should have took my out when I had it. Because we ended up doing this off and on, and we're together and not together. You screaming at me because I fell asleep when I came home instead of calling you. Like, he just was entirely too possessive and too controlling. And when I had enough, oh man, when I had enough, I cut that nigga off. We don't talk. We're not friends. Like, he tried to talk, and the few times that I did try to entertain it and be like civil and be like, yeah, maybe we could be friends, didn't work. Because he's just not, everything always ended up with if I didn't text him today or I didn't call him tomorrow, it ended up in you don't fucking care about me, and da 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 da, and you're this, and like, that's what happened. And you don't need that. I don't need that. I didn't need that. And when I realized I didn't need that, I said, take your petty ass on someplace, because I'm not here for it, bro. No, I'm not the one. So yeah, that was my story time about me getting cheated on in high school. Actually, funny enough, that wasn't even the first time he cheated on me in high school. I'm sure there were other times. I'm sure there were other times. I'm so positive there were other times. I'm positive there were times when I was in college. I'm positive. And at this point, I'm just like, fuck that nigga. Middle finger to the face, my guy. Like, for real, for real. So, yeah. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I think of other things that happened. Talk about the story time. But don't forget to watch my girl, Rainbow Unicorn Queen's high school themed Let's Talk. And I will see y'all soon in my next video, which will be soon. So in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.